revealed over a period of time. The ulama write, number one, ar-rahmatu bil-ibad, mercy for mankind. In the days of ignorance, there was freedom in totality. There was no law which governed them, there were no restrictions. They believed, do what you want, when you want, and how you want. And because of this, there was total chaos. Now the Quran, as you know, is a very thick book, and it contains hundreds of different laws, hundreds of commands, hundreds of prohibitions. Aqimu salah, offer your prayer. Wa'atu zakah, give zakah. Walillahi ala nasi hijjul bayt, go for hajj if you can afford to do so. La taqrabu zina, do not commit adultery. La ta'kulu riba, do not eat and deal with interest. Do not take intoxicants, and so forth. Now if all these laws were revealed at one go, number one, the people would have not accepted the Quran. Secondly, the very little, if they accepted the Quran, it would have been virtually impossible for them to ask for all these laws at one go. Thus, explaining this, our mother Hazrat Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha says that at the beginning, the imaniyat were revealed. Belief in Allah, belief in His messengers, believe in the day of judgment, believe in the books of Allah, believe in fate, good and bad, the belief in paradise, and the belief in hell, and things like this. Our mother Hazrat Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha says, when the people began to embrace Islam and they became firm in their beliefs, it was only after this, nazal al-halal wal-haram, the haram things were revealed, and this is what is halal, and this is what is haram. It was only after this was revealed. Our mother Hazrat Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha says, that if right at the beginning of the verse, for example, la tashrabu al-khamr, do not drink and take intoxicants, wine. If this was revealed at the beginning, our mother Hazrat Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha says that the people would have said, La nada'u al-khamr abadan, we will never leave intoxicants, we will never leave wine. She says if at the beginning the verse regarding adultery was revealed, the people would have said we will never leave adultery. So for mercy for mankind, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala slowly revealed these laws, and over a period of 20 years the complete Quran was revealed. At the same time, the Arabs were illiterate. كانت العرب أمة أميين. They were illiterate people, they could not read and write. Now, to make it easy for them so that they can memorize these laws in the form of the Quran, and then act upon these laws, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed these laws over a period of 23 years. And generally the verses of the Quran were revealed at two instances. Sometimes the verse of the Quran was revealed explaining the ruling of an event which took place. For example, the verse of the Quran, وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ حُسْنًا وَإِنْ جَاهَدَاكَ لِتُشْرِكَ بِمَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٌ فَلَا تُطِعْهُمَا إِلَيَّ مَرْجِعُكُمْ فَأُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِمَا كُنتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ. For example, the verse of the Quran, and we have ordered man to do good to his parents. If your parents force you to associate that which you have no knowledge of, then you will not listen to them. إِلَيَّ مَرْجِعُكُمْ, to me you will return. فَأُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِمَا كُنتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ, and I will inform you of the things that you used to do. This verse of the Quran was revealed when the following event took place. As Sa'ad radiallahu ta'ala anhu relates, كُنْتُ رَجُلًا بَرًّا بِأُمِّي, I was a man who loved my mother, and I was very dutiful and kind to my mother. He says, فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمْ, when I embraced Islam, my mother said, يَا سَعَدْ مَا هَذَا الَّذِي أَحْدَثْ, O Sa'ad, what is this new deen that you have come out with? لَتَدَعَنَّ دِينَكَ, you will leave the deen that you have accepted, or else I will not eat and I will not drink till I will die. And then people will begin to curse you, Ya qatila ummah, you are the one who killed your mother. And this is how the people will address you. As Sa'ad radiallahu ta'ala anha said to his mother, O mother, please do not do this, as I will never leave my deen for anything. He says a day passed, and his mother did not eat and his mother did not drink. His mother became weak, she was old. He says another day passed, and his mother did not eat and his mother did not drink. And this had a great effect on his mother, and his mother became even more weaker. He says, when I saw what my mother was doing, I said to my mother, Wallahi, لو كانت لك 100 نفس فخرجت نفسا ما تركت ديني هذا للشيء. Oh mother, if you had 100 lives, and one by one you lost the lives, by Allah, I swear by Allah, I will not leave my deen for anything. If you wish, eat, and if you do not wish, do not eat. I am not to leave my deen. As Sa'ad says, when my mother saw my persistence on my deen, and that I am not to leave my deen for anything, it is my mother ate. And after this, the verse of the Quran explaining this event, the ruling regarding this event, was revealed that we have ordered mankind to do good to his parents. And if his parents force him to do shirk, to make partners with Allah, then the ruling Islam says, he will not listen to his mother and father. Why? إِلَيَّ مَرْجِعُكُمْ, tomorrow you will return to me. فَأُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ, and I will inform you of the things that you have done. Another example, the verse of Tayammum was revealed when this event took place. Hazrat Aisha radiallahu ta'ala relates, the hadith can be found in Sahih Bukhari, that one of the necklace of Hazrat Asma radiallahu ta'ala had been lost. Nabi alayhi salatu was salam sent some Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala majma'in to go look for this necklace. Now it was time for Salah. The Sahaba had no wudu, and nor could they find any water to perform wudu. It was time for Salah. The Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala majma'in did not make wudu, and they read Salah without wudu. Then the verses of Tayammum were revealed. That when a person in this situation where he cannot find water, then he should make Tayammum. So sometimes the Quran was revealed explaining the ruling regarding an event which took place. And sometimes the Quran was revealed in response to a question which had been posed. For example, the verse of the Quran, يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْخَمْرِ, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they ask you regarding wine and gambling. قُلْ فِيهِمَا إِثْمٌ كَبِيرٌ, tell them, وَمَنَافِعُ لِلنَّاسِ وَإِثْمُهُمَا أَكْبَرُ مِنْ نَفْعِهِمَا. Tell them in these things there is great evil in wine and gambling. And there are some benefits for man. However, the evil outweighs the benefit. Another example, the verse of the Quran, يَسْأَلُونَكَ مَاذَا يُنْفِقُونَ, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they ask you what they should spend in charity. قُلِ الْعَفْوَ, tell them whatever is easy they should give in charity. Another example, يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الشَّهْرِ الْحَرَامِ قِتَالٍ فِيهِ قُلْ قِتَالٌ فِيهِ كَبِيرٌ وَصَدٌّ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ وَكُفْرٌ بِهِ وَالْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ وَإِخْرَاجُ أَهْلِهِ مِنْهُ أَكْبَرُ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ وَالْفِتْنَةُ أَكْبَرُ مِنَ الْقَتْلِ. O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they ask you regarding fighting in the forbidden months. Tell them to fight in the forbidden months is a great sin. And to stop from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to deny Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is even a bigger sin. So the Quran was revealed at these two, generally was revealed at these two instances, and this is how the Quran was revealed over a period of 23 years. This was the first source of legislation. The second source of legislation, yet again, a revelation, وَمَا يَنْطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ, because Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said nothing out of his own desire, everything came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The second form of legislation was the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And generally, but not all the time, this second source was a detailed explanation of the first source. For example, the verse of the Quran was revealed, Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam would explain salah in detail. And he would perform it practically, so the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala majma'in know how to make qiyam, how to make ruku, how to make sajda, how to make salam, and so forth. The verse regarding Hajj was revealed. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam would explain this in more detail. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam himself went for Hajj and showed the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala majma'in how to make tawaf, how to hit the devil at the jamarat, and so forth. The verse regarding tayammum was revealed. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam explained it in more detail. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam practically performed tayammum in front of the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala majma'in, so that the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala majma'in know how to perform tayammum. So these were the two sources of legislation at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now from this you should have concluded that at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, all these different types of books that we have today, written on different madahib, all these books of fiqh, jurisprudence, in which all the masail are written with all their dalail, with all their proofs, these books at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam were non-existent. Why? Because the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala majma'in, whenever they faced a problem, or whenever they required the ruling of a certain thing, they would turn to Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam himself. They would turn to Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, and Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam would inform them of the ruling, and Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam would solve the problem from them, from the revelation. Whether this revelation was in the form of the Quran, or whether this revelation was in the form of the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At the same time, all these different rulings which we have today, for example, mabah, wajib, mandub, mustahab, sunnati muakkada, sunnati ghayr muakkada,